Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's jump on in. We're going to get to a specific message. I had this image in my head, and I couldn't tell if it was somebody who had like a stuffy nose, or if it was like somebody who had, like, if they've been swimming and they had those, those nose plugs in, but it was like the patency of somebody's nose was not open. And I don't know yet what that's all about, if it's somebody can't smell something or if it's impeding somebody's, like, you know how there's a lot of terms that we use, like somebody's got a real nose for it. Maybe it's just to draw attention to the nose or the nostrils, or maybe somebody's got a head cold. We'll see how it pans out. Hi, guys. Great to see everyone. Nikki O, Neptune Baby, Legina Davis, Mariana, loving it. Love it. Okay, we start out with an Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so first off, I'm looking mostly at the brickwork here, and my eyes aren't really drawn to the door at all. And these specific messages, I go with the details of what I see first and foremost that speak loudest to me. And it feels more like, I don't know if somebody like has some favorite place where there's like ruins, or there's some kind of, I don't even think that there's a real door there. In my mind, this is like a location that somebody goes to, like, that's outdoors. Maybe it's a monument, maybe it's a place where it could be ruins, or it could be an old crumbled wall or something, but it's a place that they go to kind of like clear their mind. And maybe it is because somebody needs to do a reset. We also, though, have like this old glass bottle of milk, like when they used to deliver milk. Maybe somebody is lactose intolerant, or maybe they're stuffy because they drank too much milk or ate too much dairy or something right now. I don't know, that milk drinking is really, really showing up loudly to me. Okay, we have a Six of Wands. Yeah, I almost feel like I want to say like Secret Garden. And now I'm thinking of that song, which is one of my favorite Elton John songs, actually. Won't You Come Out to Play? Is it Empty Garden? But I'm going to say Secret Garden, which I know that's a book. But I'm hearing that song by Elton John. Won't you come out to play in your empty garden? Johnny, Johnny, won't you come out to play? Great. I don't know what the rest of the song is about. I can only hear that part of it. But it feels like we have possibly a feminine who has like a special place. Maybe this is in their own yard, their own backyard. Maybe they've got some little stone statuary or something. There's definitely something about stonework. And they kind of, I think, sit and they envision the next chapter of their life. This could be where they dream big. This could be where they sit and contemplate the next chapter of their life. This could be their manifestation chair. Somebody could have like a back patio or something. It definitely feels like it's an outside place, not an inside place. And I'm really going to double down on that. But they may have like a little canopy. They may have created like a little space, like a little sanctuary, even if they only have like a, postage stamp sized back patio area. Or maybe this isn't even a place that they own or live at. Maybe this is some place, nearby in a park or something like that. And it's like, this is their little sacred space. But I feel like what they do is they really think about their own future. And this is where they get really excited about their future. They come up with great ideas. And I think that this is where they like connect to the universe and be like, universe, I got this plan. Here's what I'm going to do. Somebody could be wearing tights, by the way. Our feminine could have dark hair, could be naturally kind of curly or frizzy. I'm also picturing somebody who's got like a towel or something wrapped around their shoulders. Like, I don't know if this person went swimming or something like that. I don't know why they'd be in tights if they went swimming. Sorry. So, by the way, you guys, it's 4th of July for the year in the United States. I've been trying to do videos during the day to beat the sounds of after this. I won't be around at all again tonight because he'll be, yeah, you did good, sweetheart. You did good. Was that a big scary firework you protected us from? Yeah, it's pretty early still for fireworks. Come on up and say hi. You did good. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. You're the best dog there ever was. Good little buffalo. So Aries is going to work hard tonight. I'm actually taking him someplace else so he can chase fireworks in the sky tonight. Sorry, everybody. But really good to see everybody. Oh, AC, spot on. That's brilliant. I didn't think of that. Yes, if she washed her hair and she had a towel over her shoulders and could have tights on. Okay, thank you. That's a great idea for our character. Sorry, I'm back in the story now, and AC just said something brilliant. We got the King of Swords here. So if she's thinking heavily, possibly about someone, it could be, there could be a policeman that she thinks is pretty fly, pretty hot, pretty also serious, stable. This could be somebody who's got a stash, does not have to. This feels like a New York to me, just with the building styles. Yeah, you still did good, but you don't have to keep coming back and telling me you did good. You can just settle down for a few minutes now, baby. You did great. Yeah, you did. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. 10 of Wands. It's interesting. She's thinking of a new beginning for herself, but she's also thinking good thoughts for him. Like, I hope he lays down some kind of burdens. I hope he changes something about his behavior. I hope he maybe becomes less serious. I hope he becomes somebody who can actually like free up some energy within him. It's kind of like she's thinking good thoughts for a masculine that she thinks is a great person, but has like some underlying like pressure or something on him that he's super serious about. And she's like, you need to quit being so stressed all the time. Page of Wands, she may think that he needs to take a vacation. She may be imagining like, let's take a vacation. God, I'd love to take him some places. He needs to travel internationally. We've got this beautiful, colorful serape. She may be saying like, the world is such a big, beautiful place. Maybe he's too invested in just one thought process. Maybe he's somebody who doesn't let himself dream. Maybe he needs to go see some of the world. Maybe he needs to allow himself to imagine living a different lifestyle. Because we also have this train, and that train is really standing out to me. Maybe we need to take a train trip. Maybe he needs to get out of this rut that he's in and realize the world is a much bigger, much more beautiful place. There's rich cultures to experience. Maybe he needs to reconnect with his cultural heritage. Maybe he comes from an area that he's been disconnected from and he's really missing it. And she's like, I can see that in him. He needs to I feel like this is Colombia. This is Mexico. This is someplace in like a southern area. And I'm mostly saying it because of the serape, maybe Peru. But it feels like she's saying maybe he's forced himself to live in a world that, obviously, as long as we're on planet Earth, we're still home, right? But if we miss certain things or we want to explore other components of our heritage or we miss pieces of our heritage, maybe it would feel great to like fully embrace that or, see family or something along those lines. Because this is definitely my travel card. This Page of Wands, she's like, he needs to get out of a rut. He needs to free himself up. He needs to allow himself to explore the world. She sees the world through her lens. She sees that she could be a photographer. She could have traveled quite a bit. She has an easy flow about her. She comes and goes. She may have a cat, but she comes and goes like a cat. But it's so interesting because I feel like this is very much, we're in the head of a divine feminine who's like manifesting not just an exciting adventure for herself, but an adventure with somebody she would like to go on an adventure with. However, she sees them as not as free-spirited as herself. Now, there is one danger that I would say about all this. When we think that somebody else needs something, that's not always great to be considering they're going to have a great time with what I think they're going to have a great time with. But on the other hand, when we love somebody and we do know them well, sometimes, once in a while, you do hit on it. It's like, man, I know my person so well. They need some cookies today. They need a hug today, even if they're too stressed out to admit it. It's sometimes a stranger needs a hug and it's like, can I give you a hug? I just feel like, oh gosh, we have the Nine of Swords. She like stresses out on behalf of this person. I do not feel that she's over here just trying to manifest in this powerful way and thinking kind thoughts, and then she's all stressed out. I think that this is her saying, I stress out for them because I can imagine what it would feel like to be in their shoes. This is somebody who needs to lighten up their life. I hurt for him. And that's not good. I know it's not my stress, it's theirs. But God, it could be so much better. Knight of Pentacles. There is a certain amount of like, I think she's making this plan. She's hatching this plan, maybe consulting with the universe. Help me hatch this plan to maybe give some kind of an idea to him that maybe I'm going to need to like apply it slowly, introduce it to him slowly, convince him slowly. I just don't know yet. Is it only up here for her? Is she just sending out these good vibes and saying, baby, you need, like, I know what you need. You need to free yourself from some stuff. I know you're under pressure and you don't seem to know it, and you keep yourself really stagnated and really tense, and you think this is the only way to be. But honestly, I can see that is causing you grief and burdens, and you could migrate out of that and life could be better. Life could be with me. I wonder if she's sending these thoughts to him and consulting with the universe, saying, hey, help this message get delivered to him. Or if she is literally saying, universe, this is what I'm coming to the conclusion of. Should I gently, start encouraging him? See, because I don't know if she's already with him and she's like, this is my lover and I need to help my lover. Even though I know better than to force him into anything, I still want to start, gently presenting this concept to him. God, we have a 3 of Swords and a 5 of Swords. If anything, I almost think that this is a situation where she's like, it's really unfortunate, but we've had huge fallings out, myself and him, and I've been really sad and really angry at him before as well. But ultimately, my bigger emotion is, I think I understand him better. This feels complicated. This feels like a feminine who, on one hand, she's in a power position, but she's thinking, I could do things different because I understand things differently now. I love this person, this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I'm seeing that they had some stagnations to them and some hurts and pains of their own. And I realized that became a big conflict between us. And now I wish I had handled it different, or I wish that I could, perhaps over time we could still do things differently, because man, it was a train wreck. This almost feels like it's both a reflection of the past and also how it could have been different, but also how it could still be different. The Knight of Pentacles is about moving toward a future. But my concern is, darling, are you thinking too much and deciding all these beautiful things it could be, when in fact you might be dealing with someone, maybe he's totally happy with who he is, and maybe you would only be heartbroken again and again and again with him if he likes the way he's doing stuff and you're like, oh my God, this is always going to cause conflict between us. You're unbending, you're unmovable. This is who you want to be. Even if I think it'd be fucking miserable. Sometimes people like who they are, and we'd be miserable if we were in their shoes. But we're not right about the fact that they should change. I don't know. I worry that she's like empathically saying, I know, oh my God, I should have been more understanding. Maybe I should have looked at it differently, because I'm seeing what would have worked better, how I could help him, how, he needs more freedom. He needs more, energy in his life. We've got that 9 of Cups. Her greatest wish, I think, and I actually think she makes her wishes and dreams come true, but I think right now she is trying to spend one of her magical wishes on him. I want happiness for him. She seems to be very happy, okay? And she's also very powerful. She wants the best for somebody that she views as possibly not happy. And that in turn has made her not happy. Okay. Magician, again, here she is. So I'm definitely going to double down with, there's something about, wherever she goes, where she kind of sits and manifests, because we have her here. And by the way, it is around water. So maybe she's in kind of like a yoga outfit. So maybe she is in tights, and then sometimes also has to put a, towel around her. I don't know if she fell off of a floaty in a pool or something like that, but we do have her manifesting, and this concerns me. I think she goes into very contemplative, very, which, not that that's bad, right? That's great. Contemplate, think, but trying to manifest for someone other than yourself could be a trespass. And I only say this because I'm putting myself in his position right now. I'm gonna quote one of my favorite James Brown quotes: "Don't do me no damn favors." I didn't ask you to fix my life because you think my life's not good enough. Back the hell off. I live how I want to live. Don't you disrespect me and tell me what I don't like. I'm, in this case, he's like, I'm a man. I'm picking the the life I want to live. Who are you to say that I'm unhappy and that you need to manifest a different life from me? I could see, as an independent minded woman, I'd be pissed if somebody decided to tell me that I wasn't doing my own life good enough and they could see that I was unhappy. I'd be like, step off. You pay attention to your own backyard. You got problems if you're focusing on me. Okay, so, and I'm saying all this just to give the other perspective, because my hackles would go up and I would say, you are trespassing. And I have to say it this way only because this card came out sideways. It is nice to want good things for other people. It is not so nice to start saying, I have to wish for you to do what I think you should do, so then you can be happy according to my standards. That is a trespass, and it is wasting her own wishes when she should just manifest more for herself. That's now I know. Now I'm totally like cutting her down when here she was in this beautiful energy, super empowered, wanting the best for somebody. But this is where we have the slippery slope of, I want the best of you, so I'll just control you and you can do what I know is best for you. That is not, I would never want somebody to do what's best for me. You let me make my own mistakes. You let me trash my life if that's what I got to do, because it's mine. I'm very, very hands off. Nobody tells Kate how Kate's going to be successful or trash. I get to decide. And I want to make my own mistakes, and I'll deal with them when I make them. But I don't want protection that prevents me from living. So I don't know. I'm not saying she's doing this on purpose. If anything, with the Six of Pentacles, she's like, but I want to have the circle of, continuity and friendship. And, I protect my partner protects me. I really think she has great altruistic reasons for wanting all of this, but it still says she wants to manifest good stuff for everybody. And I can't help but say it's only going to bring her heartbreak. And people are going to be pissed at her if she tries that too much. And then she's not going to understand how come they're mad at me. I tried to do beautiful things. And it's like, because don't protect people from themselves. Let them do it themselves. I know. This is so, I so like this character. And appreciate her. God, and she loves this person so much, so unconditionally. And she herself feels like, I'm so blessed. I have so much to offer. I have so much going for me. Of course, I want to share that with someone. That's all I want. I just don't know that she's going to get any thank yous for it. That let's go to the universe, because maybe I've got this all wrong. Maybe the universe is going to be like, Kate, you ass, shut up. Let her help people. Something about this worries me. With that Three of Swords, that Five of Swords, like she's not getting any thank yous, and that's going to crush her sweet little heart. Okay, no, the universe says this might even be a done deal. And if she keeps thinking about somebody that she wants to still fix, she may be wasting her beautiful wishes and energy and manifestations. The universe says something's over. An Ace of Wands, and she's supposed to fall crazy head over heels, passionately in love or interested in this next great adventure. She's not supposed to be hanging on to the past and how she can fix somebody from the past and what they would need to make them happier. The sooner she lets go, please remember, these are fictional stories about a fictional character, okay? Maybe that's why we have the idea of a stuffed up nose at the beginning, because she's choking off her own inflow. If she's, come on, if I sit here and plug my nose, first off, I look really hot, I know. But it's going to make it 10 times harder for me. Why would I do that to my own self? I already got asthma. I don't want a plugged up nose too. But it's kind of like, why, when somebody already has perhaps said, this is who I am, maybe this relationship already ended, she already got hurt, and now she still wants to waste, and I'm going to say waste, her amazing energy manifesting for them, trying to wish them the best, but also trying to imagine how, okay, wait, the two of us can come back together. I can fix what I know they're hurting about, and I can show them a better life. It's like she's kind of like choosing to continuously reach out for the hot pan that's going to burn her hand. And I kind of think that this is such a great message, because for a loving person, it is I think it's a big challenge to know when to pull back. when you love somebody. But the universe is saying that part's done. You already, that person's not even your future. Your future is in the next adventure. So pour all of your wishes and all of your excitement and all of your manifestations into your next adventure, the unknown, the person you haven't met yet. There is somebody that she can explore the world with. Remember, it said she's an explorer by nature, and it said they don't explore anything. They're quite cold, rudimentary. They could be like completely opposite personality. And she's like, I know what would make their life so much better. They just haven't explored. They just need to do that, and it'll be so much better for them. I think they like who they are. I think she can be busted up and brokenhearted if she tries to go back into their world. The universe is like, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. There are people out there you've never met. There is passion. There is love you've not experienced yet. If you like a mystery to solve, there are people that they will knock your socks off. They will be exciting. I really feel like instead of this being like the player's card, this is the adventurer's card. Her heart is supposed to match. Remember, she's a page of wands who should be matching at least with a knight of wands. Somebody who explores also, somebody who wants to solve the mysteries of the world. I mean, we have the great enigma here with the Sphinx. We've got the pyramids. All of this is the great mysteries. She wants an adventurer. She doesn't want to, I'm sorry to call him a stick in the mud, but somebody who likes to maybe eat the same exact food at the same exact restaurants and have the same exact experiences. That's never going to be her. And if she's saying, I know they need to join me so they can be happy the way I am, I see them being unhappy. I just have to keep arguing. They're not unhappy. They like who they are. It's her that needs to let them go, and her that needs to say, I'm the adventurer. I'm like way too excited, way too intelligent to do a Groundhog Day, day after day. I want somebody that explores with me, somebody I can talk to about a billion things, somebody who's interested about so many different things. I want a whole different kind of person. And the universe is like, we know. And there's somebody out there, the likes of which you cannot even imagine because you never got to meet him yet. Okay, so when she sits out there, here she is again. This time she's naked and she's over by the water again at night. There's something about she like manifests at night. The universe is like imploring her, don't waste your gorgeous manifestation energy trying to fix or conjure up how you can reconnect with an ex who you perceive as your Two of Cups, who you think you have to save. Stop thinking about them. Use your beautiful energy to call in this hunk. Call in an adventurous soul. Call in the unknown. Call in somebody and say, you know, my wish would be to meet somebody who wants to do things, go places, talk to me about things I don't know about, who can teach me stuff, who can take me places. I need that. I need a hunk that I don't know what to expect next because he's got so much different knowledge than I've got. I want somebody who loves to travel, maybe somebody who's lived in multiple countries, speaks a couple languages, somebody with multiple backgrounds. I want somebody, that would be my wish. But I can't take somebody who's the exact opposite of that and say, they're unhappy being who they are. They should join me in the adventurer's world. No, you should pick an adventurer. If they wanted to join you, and I'm so sorry to be so rude, but if they had wanted to join her, they would have. They wouldn't have actually ended up in a fight with her, let her walk away, let her go stress out about them, and let her have to waste her beautiful manifestation and all of her wishes trying to figure out how am I going to get this person that I have so much joy in my life and I need to share it with him. I know we had a fight and he doesn't want it, and I know all that, but I should still manifest and use my wishes for him so he can be happy with me as an adventurer. That is the wrong choice, at least in this story. Everything here says it very loud and clear. She is being urged by the universe, please spend your wishes on you. Please call him what you want, because he's out there. He's not even far away. But wish upon a star that a hunk with a couple lions comes into your life. Now, this person specifically could be Roman. This person could be Egyptian. This person could be from a different continent than she was raised on. This could be somebody that literally has traveled the world and they love it. They love the world. They don't look for an easy life. They look for an adventurous life. They want a life full of stories, full of memories. And I feel like that is so her. I mean, come on, she's got her camera. She's like, I want to see the world. I want to have memories that I make. He may have so much to share with her. I think she's way too intelligent to be with somebody. Not saying that this person isn't intelligent, okay? There's different types though of intelligence, right? There's somebody who's like, I'm specific. I have learned how to do this. I do it very well. I know everything there is to know about this topic. I am a specified, yes, I'm coming, babe. We'll say expert. And she's more somebody who's like, I want to explore the world. I want to become intelligent about the nuances of other cultures I've not visited before. I want to learn what the sun looks like at different places. What if I'm right on the equator? What if I'm at the North Pole? What if I'm at the South Pole? How does it look different? I want to know the different patterns that birds fly in, depending on what species I'm looking at. That's a different kind of intelligence, right? It's intelligence, but it's a different kind. That's who she is. And while she could have been a nice compliment to this person, it turns out they already proved that they weren't a good compliment. So it's kind of time for her to abandon thinking that it was her Two of Cups. That was, I think, I mean, it could have been her Two of Cups, but it wasn't her job to save him. Maybe she needs to love him and say, but we suck together. I'm supposed to be with this hunk. And the only reason I said he could be Roman is because this is literally like a Roman soldier. So it's, yes, somebody could be Italian. Doesn't matter, but it's a different character. Okay, I have to disappear, you guys. Love you. Sorry. I gotta go. Fireworks.